All right, for project 7, driving a DC motor number 2. This one is a little different. We're going to use a motor driver. So hold control, click on this, and that should open this Adafruit website. Now, when you get to this website, it basically initially talks about the different parts you're going to need. So, for example, you're going to need a DC motor. This L293D IC is what we're going to be using. Potentiometer, push button, a breadboard, and Arduino, and of course our jumper wires. All right. Now let's go into the experiment. Click on that. And our experiment is going to look somewhat like this, but this is an uncompleted design. All right, so I want you to just continue scrolling down. Again, because it has basically multiple pictures showing how to basically build it. And we're going to go to the breadboard layout. All right, as you can see, there's more over here, right? And I believe this is the last photo. The next one is the code. So this is where you're going to copy the code and you're going to paste it just like the other one. All right, so now let's go back. Let me click on this. All right, so we're going to need Arduino board, the breadboard, the L293D, and then chip, and our DC motor, potentiometer, and push button. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, including the breadboard. All right, so let's click on create circuits, and we're going to need this R to rotate. We have our breadboard, potentiometer, push button. There we go, push button, and then let me see, L293. There we go. H-bridge motor driver. And what else do we need? I think that is basically it. All right. So first let's try and connect our potentiometer first. All right. I'm going to try to be very careful with the implementation of this design. As we can see, we have our 5-volt that connects over here to this lane, this vertical, this column over here, and then our G and D. So if you remember, I said G and D has 3 pinholes. There's 1, there's 2, and then there's 3 right here. All right, so they use this G and D pinhole, which is fine. All right, so again, we're going to connect this one, and then the middle pin of the potentiometer connects to analog pin number 0. So let's connect those. All right, so I'm going to rotate this, and I'm going to create a wire. One goes over here. Again, it doesn't, the outer pins, it doesn't matter which one goes to which one. That is, one can go to the GND, the other can go to the 5-volt. It doesn't really matter. So I'll just do this as GND, and then the next one I'll do this for the red, or 5 volts. And then if you remember, this goes all the way to pin number A0. Pin number A0. All right, whoop, I want to change that color. Why not brown, right? Okay, so that's done, and we need to connect our GND and our 5-volt. So I'll do this 5-volt right here. All right, and that will be red, and then GND. That's a little bit too close, but all right, so let me try it again. All right, okay, so now that's done. So now let's connect our push button. All right, so you have one going to the blue, and I believe the blue is the GND right here. They use for GND, they use blue. That's fine. And then the other terminal, the other pin goes to 7. All right, so let's rotate this, and let's put it right here. So one pin goes to 7 right here. I'll make this blue, and then the other pin goes to G and D. All right, so that's done. So we have these two that are done. The next is our L293D chip. Now, if I'm to zoom in enough, you can see this little notch over here. So in order that to make sure that we're orientating the chip right, we're also going to make sure that the notch is to this side of our breadboard. All right. Okay, so let's go back over here, and as you can see, there's the notch right there. So click on this, rotate, and we're going to put that right here. Again, I'm deliberately not putting all the way to the top. I just want you guys to understand that, uh, you don't have to. The breadboard is just a channel for you guys to connect different components together. So let's see. So this pin over here connects to the 5-volt lane, right? Now, um, what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and do something a little different. All right, so this goes right here, red, and then all right. So as you can see, instead of connecting the wire and connecting all the way back over here, I'm just going to connect it right to this right here because it's the same circuitry. All right, so we got this over there. Let me just try and connect all the 5-volt wires. So this wire at the bottom left over here also goes to, so I'll connect it from here to here. And this next one goes to pin number 9. Now, if you're reading it right, it's 7, 8, 9, and this is 10. It's not 1. It's 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so here this goes to 9. The next pin goes to 9, so that would be this one right over here. It goes to 9, and let's make that orange. And what's the next one? This the third pin over here goes to basically the one of the pins of the DC motor. So and I did not actually get the motor. Whoops. Let's see, motor, and trying to think of the best way to connect to this. Why don't I rotate it this way? All right. And let me see where the other one goes. Okay, so the other one also is right here. Okay. So I think I believe it's the third one. Let me actually make sure. Yep, it's the third one. So the third one. And let's move out a little bit more. And I'm just going to connect it right here. All right. And let's change the color, turquoise. And let's see what's next right above it. Okay, so there is nothing that's connected over here. But the fourth pin, there is no connection. But the fifth pin over here connects to GND. The fifth pin connects to GND, and then the sixth pin connects to the other terminal on the DC motor. So the next one, so again, this one connects nothing, and then this one connects to GND, and then this one right here connects to the other. And let's see, what color did they use? I think they use, I'll use yellow for mine. All right. All right, so that's connected. The next pin right here goes to 10, and then the next one goes to 11. So this goes to 10. Let's make that green. This goes to 11. And let's make that purple. All right. So I actually think I'm done. Yeah, I think so. Everything is connected. Let me zoom out. Everything is connected on this side and on the right hand side. This one is also connected. Um, A0 analog pin number 0 is connected. All right, so let's see. If it's connected, it should work. Let's go back, go to the Arduino code. Let's copy the code, go back, code, blocks, text, continue. Control A, select everything, delete, and let's start simulation and see if it works. Okay, let's press the button and see. Okay, so which means I probably, oh, wait, hold on. There we go. All right, there we go. So now it's moving, as you can see. So it's basically just to kind of increase the speed. So now it's at 0, and then I'm increasing the RPM, as you can see right here, but it's negative. It's going, so as you can see, it's going the opposite direction. But if I press the push button, it should go the other direction. So if I press it, as you can see, now it's no longer negative, it's positive. It's going the other way. So showing that it works. All right. It's hard to kind of tell which direction it's turning unless you use the negative. So as you can see, press it again, it's going the other direction. Yep. And so that ends it for this project. Thank you.